Hey guys, welcome to the Bows. Today I'll be talking about the upcoming feature fight on UFC 266 main card, Nick Diaz versus Robbie Lawler. So this fight is still pretty much a pick'em, and it makes sense. There's a lot of uncertainty with what's going to happen in this fight. Robbie Lawler hasn't looked especially good. He's getting a little old, and Father Time has taken its toll on him, and no one's seen Nick Diaz in years, so we don't know how he's going to look either. So the fight's pretty much a pick'em, so who would you bet on? Who should you bet on? And I think you should bet on Robbie Lawler. Originally, I was thinking you should bet on Nick Diaz because what do you have to lose? No one's seen how he's looked in years, so maybe he's regressed and is horrible now, or maybe he is around the same, or maybe he's good. Who knows? But Robbie hasn't looked good. That's what we know. So that's why I was saying bet on Nick Diaz. But there's a lot of stuff going on in Nick Diaz's camp and stuff going on his side of the equation that makes me think you should bet on Lawler. For starters, it is weird that Nick Diaz, a few days before the fight, is now requesting for the fight to be at 185 instead of 170 as it was initially booked at. So that is pretty weird, and the fight will be at 185 now, which may favor Nick Diaz because if Robbie's a little lighter than he intended to be, it may favor Nick. But it's more concerning to me that 3 days before he wanted to change it. So I don't know what happened in his camp to make him think that he couldn't make weight, or if he has any underlying injuries or reasons to not be able to make weight, or that would be way too much of a detriment to try and make weight. So it's very odd to see something like that. Another thing that's a concern is what Josh Thompson brought up a few days ago with regards to a training footage video of Nick Diaz, and it made him question whether or not Nick would make it to the fight. So he does seem compromised in some way. So it is a little concerning. Josh Thompson didn't get into detail what happened, and you can't really find the video online. It's not public, it hasn't been leaked as far as I know, and who knows what that's all about. I have a complete random hypothesis that may be completely wrong, but I'm going to take a shot at it anyway. On the new Embedded in episode 3, Nick Diaz was featured in it, and at points in the video, they showed Nick Diaz's hands, and his left hand looked kind of weird to me. It looked swollen and big, so I wonder if he broke his hand in training or something like that kind of recently, and maybe that's why he, I don't know, can't make weight, or be too much of a detriment to make weight, or if he just won't be able to train the same, or he just not going to look the same because you got a broken hand. It's very hard to fight with a broken hand, especially going into the fight. It didn't even happen during the fight, so that is weird. His hand looked weird. If you didn't see that video, I recommend you go back and look at episode 3 of Embedded and see Nick Diaz's left hand. It looked kind of swollen to me. It looked kind of messed up, so I wonder if that's the issue. I could be completely wrong about the hand thing. It could be nothing, but that's just what I'm thinking right now as a possible thing that happened to him during training. But with all this uncertainty and all this weird stuff going on around Nick Diaz, which is more or less the norm with Nick Diaz, so you got to take that into account too. He does a lot of weird stuff pre-fight, not showing up to pressers before and stuff and missing fights, whatever. It is kind of the Nick Diaz norm a little bit, but it seems a little bit weird about the training session that there was footage on that Josh Thompson saw, and also his hand looking weird, but that could be nothing. Who knows? And also him not wanting to make weight at 170 but having the fight at 185. There's just a lot of uncertainty. I don't know how he's going to look because of that. So if you're going to bet on somebody, I'm not going to touch the fight at all, but if you were to bet on somebody, I'd bet on Robbie Lawler. Alright guys, that's all I got today. Leave a like, subscribe, and let me know what you think about this fight. Do you think that what I'm saying doesn't really matter and that Nick Diaz still has a good chance of winning? Do you think this fight's going to be a complete crap show? Both guys haven't fought in a while. Well, Robbie's fought about a year ago, but he hasn't looked good in a while, and Nick Diaz hasn't fought in years, and they're both older now. So what do you think's going to happen? Let me know. Alright guys, till next time, peace.